Hi guys, hope everybody's well. More buggies, baby. Batley round 3, here we come.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning all. And this is just the beginning.
All the progress I've been making just recently is really starting to pay off. And I was seeded in Group D for qualifying of the round 3 of Batley Buggy Club's Winter Series. So let's see how we get on. So running 4th, my qualifying seeding is 4th place in the Ds. No joke now, I'm really starting to run with some very fast boys and girls. Quick breakdown of the car. Still running my Team Associated B7. I'm running my Azami rears, my splitter fronts, still yellow rims because, you know, they're faster. An 8.5 turn motor, which I think is probably a bit more than I actually need. I'm starting to play with the program card now on the motor for some little tweaks and boosts and things like that. So probably if I was to go and buy a new one as opposed to get, to be honest, what I'm running, which is other people's second-hand stuff at the minute still, if I was to go and buy one myself, probably a 10 I would imagine would be fine. Maybe an 8. What I'm being told is the 0.5 gives you, if you were to go for a whole number, so a 10, an 8 or a 6, the actual power delivery is a little bit smoother than going for a 0.5. So an 8.5 or a 6.5. It's something to do with that 0.5. The power delivery is a little bit rawer. Again, I'm repeating what I'm being told by people that are better than me. So if I was going for another motor again, it'd be an 8 or a 10. That's probably what I'd go for. Yes. Don't know why we went down that rabbit hole for a minute. Don't usually talk about setup of my car because I really don't know enough about it to talk about it with any authority. Anyway, Q1. Solid 17, but this would be round 3 and I've run a full round 2. I ran on these fronts and they're definitely showing signs of wear across the front. So Q1, you could feel the car starting to push through corners a bit, and although I'm really chuffed with 17 laps, again 17 now being the new norm, it's one hell of a progress in 4 months. But I can now feel the car where it's losing pace and how it's losing pace, and it's losing all its pace through me pushing wide in corners, and I can't attack the corners as hard because I know that I haven't got enough front end grip. Now there's probably mechanical things I can do to the car to increase front grip to make the tyre not last longer, but the way to phrase this, if I start with brand new tyres and I've got tons of grip, as they were down and I'll start to lose grip, there's probably mechanical things I can do to the car to increase grip to give me a little bit longer life with those tyres. Don't know enough of how to do that yet, so I will just cope with it. Q2, again, 17 laps, but really starting to notice the front end now, so definitely compromising the car with some understeer. We'll see how we get on now for Q3. Q3, made a big decision, swapped the fronts, not brand new ones, but they were better ones than the ones that were on. Still splitters at the front, but they were just not as worn, so there was plenty of grip. Oh, certainly a lot more than Q2. Look at that, top qualifying, 18 laps, smashing it, really chuffed. Instantly the car wasn't pushing through corners, I could steer it. Not that I wasn't steering it before, but I could be a lot more aggressive through the corners, and yeah, really consistent, super consistent lap times. Mega chuffed with those. That, yeah, really felt as though the car was proper moving forward. Happy days. Q4, and again, TQ'd my run group, so smiling ear to ear with that. So although I had 2 17s, I've run straight into Q3 and Q4 smashing out 2 18s. Really chuffed with that. That's really good progress. Really happy. Happy days, smiles all round. Now I wonder where that will put me. So that's moved me up another run group. So I've qualified into 7th place on the grid in the C final. There's some really serious races here. that lads that are taking it way more seriously than I do, they understand things like camber and caster, and I'm sure there's another C word in there. Anyway, definitely proud to be punching a little bit above my weight and pay grade here. So let's see how we get on with the final. Right guys, lining up in 7th, let's go. Oh, off to a start. He's had a snafu that, got tangled up in 2 other cars there. Round the corner, and brilliant, just park in the middle. That's where the racing line was. Clearly that's where the racing line was. Thank you, junior snafu member there, young Alfie Lee, rescuing me, so I'm dead last. Can only go better from here. Can it go worse? Probably not. Marvellous, right, done a lap. So technically not last, but not great either. But clearly everybody's had issues because I'm running up on the 2 cars that are identical. Over the kicker. Come on, just see if you can hang with them, Brad. Still outpaced me a little bit down the straight, but I'm... Ooh, he ran wide, I'm up the inside. It rhymes. Over the kicker. Nice. Come on, keep going. Go and get after the other one. Everybody does loads of tweaks and things to the cars and stuff like that, but the biggest tweak has to be tyres. After racing today, the biggest takeaway that I've found is if your tyres have gone, then they've just gone. It's time for new ones. If you want to be competitive, obviously. If you're happy just circulating round, then it's all good. But he's challenging now, under pressure. Is that you, Kieran? I'm sure that was a foul. Pushed me into that. And that's the leader chasing me down, so I've run wide for him there, and I've run wide for that one. That's first and second gone through. Don't want to get in their way. Better racing etiquette than last time, and see the RC gods smile on that etiquette. They landed me on my feet. Come on, Brem. Where's Kieran gone now? Oh, he's tangled up himself over that jump. Over the kicker. Just put pressure on him. See, he made a snafu then. I'm going to get him down the straight. Well, at the end of the straight. Oh, up the inside. A little bit of wheel bashing there. I think that was reasonable. Over the kicker. Don't make a mess of it. Oh, he's pressuring. He's panicking now. Don't want to be beaten by me. Although in fairness, I genuinely, whilst we were racing, I didn't realise we were as close as what we were on track. It's only now you can see the lap time and the recording afterwards. Hang on, that's him cutting the track. Serves you right, that. Over the 3 bumps. I think this guy's lapping me. Yeah, don't challenge, just back out of it. And then he puts himself on the barrier. I don't know what that were about. There's a phrase of can't park there, mate. Over the tabletop, down the steps, over the kicker. Come on, Brem. Doing alright here. I know we're, not exactly leading, but in the company that we're with racing against, I'm right chuffed with today. Oh, again. Just turning in that bit early there. So that's the second of the mint coloured cars. And again, let him go, Bren. He crashes, that's his fault, but don't cause the crash. So again, car were going steady. It was Kieran. Didn't realise. So I'm now ahead of you, and you're right there on the track, buddy. On the straight, you're blistering quick down the straight, mate. Definitely making gains there, but I can hold a bit of a tighter line through those corners. Over the kicker. ran wide. Oh, Marshall on the straight. Oh, he just zoomed down the outside of me there, mate. Lovely pass. And then stuffed it in a wall. Brilliant. From hero to zero, mate. Hero to zero. Oh, and I have an issue there, which my car came up a bit short there. So you stuffed it in the back of me. Got to expect the unexpected. Good driving then, Bren. Moved out of the way of them three. And that's it. Last lap over the line. See where we end up. 7th. Steady race. So yeah, good exciting race really with Kieran. But it's only when I look back at it that I knew that I were racing. So yeah, good times. So I started in 7th, finished in 8th, so I have dropped a place. I'm a bit irritated by that. But all my carnage happened within, you know, 50 metres of setting off. As soon as we were around that corner, I got snafu'd up with a couple of drivers, then had a couple of little mistakes of my own and needed to be marshalled, and that was it. There's half a lap gone. The calibre that I'm running with now, you just can't afford to make those sort of mistakes, not unless everybody's making those mistakes, and then you can let the race come to you a bit. But these lads, they're just not making any mistakes. I couldn't catch them. I ended up though having a really good battle with Kieran, another member of Team Snafu. So I wasn't sure at some points if he was actually lapping me or not. This is where it was really helpful last week. Race control were calling all that out, and I just didn't know where I was up to sometimes. So it was like, oh really? Anyway, I did move out of the way a couple of times because I realised they were fast lads coming through. But yeah, really good battle with Kieran. But I didn't realise that I was having a battle with you until you came off afterwards and says we were fighting for position. So happy days. So this leaves me in the championship well on target now for hitting me top 50th place. But dare I dream of hitting the top 25. So round 4's in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully I'll see people there that I know. Other than that, loving the racing so far. Thanks so much for watching these videos. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really does help my ego, which, you know, I struggle with. And leave a comment underneath as well. Why not? Thanks, guys, as always. Toodle pip.